Well, hello guys. Prosinus Lemmy here, and I'm giving y'all a little deck list since y'all know I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Got my Dimension Chaos mat. Ooh, look at my charger. Nice. Anywho, these are Laval Lightsworns, so let's just get started. I run 3 Laval Volcano Handmaidens. These are like the tuners that you mill. Effect is when they're sent to the graveyard. You can send another Laval from your deck to the graveyard. So let's say you send one by an effect, right? But you have to have another Laval in the graveyard. So let's say you have these two, right? So he's in the graveyard and he's sent, right? Effect, you would send another one. Effect, you would send the last one. Then effect, you would send another Cannier. So the first 3 we would have would be Laval Volcano Handmaiden, sorry. So next we would have 1, 2, 3 Laval Magma Cannoneers. I think that's how you say it, right? So their effect, up to twice per turn, you can send one fire monster from your hand to the graveyard and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Alright, cool. That's... I'm gonna move my deck over here. Alright, that's great. Because if you have a Laval in a grave, and you have this in your hand, send to grave, so you get the graveyard effect plus 500 damage inflicted. So that's pretty swell. And next I run 3 Laval Lakeside Ladies. So let's say they're in your graveyard, right? And they're Fire Tuner, level 3. Oh, that just got horrible. Sorry about that. Fire Tuner, level 3. What they do is, you can banish that card and one other Laval card in your graveyard to target one set card your opponent controls and destroy it. So that could be a monster, spell, a trap, or whatever. So if you have a Laval in your grave you don't need at the moment, then you can just banish to target a set card. But this is the Quasar build, so I can't really say you're going to be using that effect often. Maybe once or twice if you already have Synchros on the field and you have some Lavals to spare that you can get back with Burial from different dimension or something. Next we're running 2 Boost Warriors. Okay, Boost Warrior. When you control a tuner, you can special summon this card from your hand. And it has 200 defense, so you can special summon it with Rekindling. It's a fire, so you can drop it with Kinnear, and you can sync it with Handmaiden for Formula. Next, we're gonna be running 2 Luminas for the Lightsworns, because Lumina you can discard a card to target a Lightsworn engraved and special summon it, right? So that'll be good, so you can drop a Handmaiden. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Handmaiden, and get the Handmaiden effect, and also get a Lightsworn from your grave. So that's why we're also running 2 Minervas, I'm sorry. So 2 Luminas and 2 Minervas. Minerva's a tuner. Easy Goyo, easy starter's charge. Any level 6 synchro you want, you can just special summon it, and when Minerva's milled or sent from hand to grave, you get an extra mill. So that's great, because you want Lavals in the grave. You don't want any in your hand unless it's Kinnear, because it has a good effect. But you most likely want them in the grave, right? So, Lila. You could target spell a trap your opponent controls and change it from attack to defense to pop it. And during each end phase, you mill 3. So you're going to be milling a lot in this deck, especially if you start getting the Lightsworns early on. So that's pretty good if you don't have like the spells and stuff to send the Lavals from deck to grave. So you're gonna have 2 Lilas, 1 Raiden. Thinking about running 2 because just thinking about it, but yeah, I might run 2. 1 Raiden for right now, and 1 Wolf, because if you mill it, you can get special summon. So that's actually really good. 2100 attack. So yeah. So that's it with the monsters. We're gonna be moving on to the spells. So we're running 2 pot of dualities. Camera focus, yeah. Is it the gold that's messing up the? Nah, let me stop. 2 pot of dualities, because you might have a bad hand. You might need to draw something, but you know, it's pretty good because only bad part is you can't special summon that turn, but you might need the draw power. 1 solar, 1 charge for the Lightsworns, and that's because yeah, basically get to mill and draw, so why not? I'm supposed to be running 2 solars. I need to go get a second one sometime this week. And now it's for the soul charge and rekindling. So rekindling is when you special summon as many fire monsters as possible with 200 defense in your graveyard, and they're all banished during the end phase. But you don't have to worry about that effect because you're most likely going to be synchroing with them anyway. Since rekindling's at 1, you only have one other option, which is soul charge, except you can't attack for the turn, plus you pay life points. So yeah, that's the only reason. We have 2 molten conduction fields. Alright, molten conduction field is when you send 2 Laval monsters from deck to grave, and yeah, that's about it. Magical stone. I might run 2, but for right now I only have 1. Discard 2 cards and turn 1 spell card in your graveyard out of your hand. So I run magical stone just in case I mill a rekindling, or I mill a soul charge, or both of them, and I need one of them to my hand so I can get out some quick and easy synchros. So yeah, 1 magical stone. Next, we just gonna have a little bit of staples, MST, or twin twisters. Twin twisters might be more efficient because you get the uh, graveyard effects by discarding foolish burial, just in case you need to send a maiden or a wolf or a lightsworn to get an effect off. Upstart, extra draw power. Dark hole, just because. Rhoda for boost warrior, and Raiden if you need a tuner or a special. Skill successor for the. Actually, let me move the spells out the way. Skill successor is a trap you're gonna use not very often. I might say it's better to mill rather than set it than activate it, because banish a target a monster you control gains 800 attack, and that's gonna be good for protecting your synchros, and mirror force and storming mirror force for the last 2 traps. Alright, now let's say you need a possible hand combo. I'll say you have a molten conduction, let's say like a first turn hand combo, right? Molten conduction, let's say 2 of them, 2 molten conductions, rekindling, and for the monsters, let's say you have a boost warrior. Actually, I'm gonna say you only need 1 molten conduction field, right? Because like the less cards you have, the better chances of you summoning Quasar first turn, right? Alright, cool. So just think about this, right? Molten conduction field. You activate it, right? Send 2 Lavals from deck to grave, right? You're gonna send 1. You're gonna send 2. Since it's simultaneously, this effect activates, right? So you get to send another Laval from deck to grave, alright? Boom. Second maiden. Effect pops off, and you get to send 1 more Laval from deck to grave, right? So your last target, actually not even your last target, your next target will be a third handmaiden 3, and the last target you'll have will be Kinnear. There you go. So these should be your targets: 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. Right now, you send those to the field. You already used this graveyard. This should be your hand, right? A boost warrior and a rekindling, right? So rekindling activated, right? Special as many. You're gonna special summon all of them. Defense mode attack. I recommend defense just in case they have a out to it, right? Now remember, handmaidens are all tuners, right? Sync for 5. Sync for 5. So you have 2 level 5 synchros, right? Booster is in your hand. Special formula 552 Quasar, right? Sorry, I couldn't like do much with I just started throwing cards everywhere. I got confused. But that's a first turn Quasar hand, and I'm gonna show you why this setup for Quasar is really good. So I'm gonna move on to extra deck really quick. My extra deck isn't completed, but it's good enough for now. So you have a formula, right? You already know for Quasar, Laval Dragon, Hyper Librarian, right? This is why this setup is good, right? So you go for Hyper Librarian first, then Laval Dragon second. This is why, okay? So Hyper Librarian, you get the free draw, right? And then Laval Dragon, that's the only reason. Then Laval Dragon is basically a Brionic. You send 2 Laval monsters from the graveyard into your main deck, and you target one card your opponent controls, and you shuffle it. No. Return it to the hand. So let's say they have back row or a monster or 2 monsters. You already just sent like 4 Lavals first turn. That's why I was gonna do 2 molten conduction fields, but one should be fine. So you get to send 2 cards basically, right? Then you synchro into Quasar, which can attack twice, so 4,000 attack. If you send a monster or 2 monsters or attack twice, and it gets 1 negate. Alright, let's say summon Quasar, they Solomon or something. I have no idea. That's fine, because you get a shooting star. Shooting star effect. Reveal top 5, it can attack per tuner. So let's say you mill 5 tuners, it can attack 5 times for 3,300. And it can negate something that would destroy like a normal Stardust, and if this card would be attacked, you can banish both. They both get special summons, so Shooting Star is not really gonna die that often. You have a Black Rose just in case you have to blow up the field, cause you know I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Them high top tier meta decks. You have a little dual slasher just for the extra 5. You can run 2 Laval Dragons instead of dual slasher, but I thought dual slasher was good because it's inflicts piercing and it can attack twice per battle phase. If you have 2 Lavals in your grave. So yeah. Next we have a Stardust Spark and normal Stardust Spark. Once per turn, target a card can't be destroyed. I usually go for Spark over Stardust. Only time I would go for Stardust is if I know I can go for Shooting Star. So I don't always have to go for Quasar. I can go for Shooting Star instead, and I'll still have a good field to open out with. Mistworm, it's easy 9. Just in case you can't do anything, and let's say you soul charge for 2 handmaidens and I said not 2 handmaidens, a Kinnear, 2 Kinnears and 4, 8, 9. That'd be easy Trish or Mistworm target. So yeah, Mistworm, you can target 3 cards and return them. Armades, a very good synchro. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step, so they taking that 23 damage, and it's a really good level 5. Charge Warrior, Synchro Summon, draw a card. It can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls once each, and it's a very good 6 target. You can also add a level eater to this deck if you need the extra level dropping powers, but you're not really gonna need it from my experience. And last but not least, a Balmong. When this card is destroyed by card effect, it's sent to the graveyard. You can target 1 4 lower monster in the graveyard, except that card, and special summon it. So destroyed, you special summon a Maiden or Lumina or whatever you need from your deck. So yeah, that's the Laval deck I'm building with. This might be less than 40 cards. The other 4 cards in my 10 is Twin Twister, Solar, and stuff. I just couldn't find them right now. But yeah, add the extra 4 cards you need. And yeah, this is the Laval Lightsworn build deck thing I'm about to upload to YouTube. So thank you guys for watching. I have other decks if you need deck lists or combos, or I can have a dual video with this deck if you want. And yeah, so I'll see y'all in the next video. Pro Sunday, Laters.